Hey guys, good morning or good afternoon, depending where you're at. Thank you so much for joining us. We are Vacay Mode Travels. That is Sarah. I am Alden. We took a little bit of a hiatus. We spent some time in beautiful Porto, Portugal. If you're looking for a great European town to check out, reach out to us. That's a conversation for another day. It was amazing. Came back 10 pounds heavier with all the amazing food, but that's not why we're here today. Today we are looking at why or how to plan the perfect Antigua destination wedding. Antigua is that island out in the Caribbean. It's a beautiful, beautiful island, so many beaches. It consistently ranks as one of the best destination wedding islands, as well as honeymoons, great for anniversaries, a lot of activities to do. And so that's what we're gonna get into today.
Yes, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the legal requirements, because that is a huge part of the destination wedding process. First off, deciding, do you want a symbolic wedding, get married stateside and have a ceremony in destination, or do you want a civil ceremony where you're getting legally married in destination? And if you are one of those couples that wants to get legally married in destination, Antigua makes this process very easy. You really just need a passport, a marriage application, and to pay the fee. Now, if you've been divorced, or you have a previous spouse that has passed away, there is an additional requirement, but very straightforward. There is no residency requirement in Antigua. And what does that mean? That means that you don't have to arrive early in order to have a legal in-destination wedding. Some common destination wedding locations like Jamaica, Mexico, have longer residency periods, which means you have to arrive early if you want to do that legal wedding. But in Antigua, you could arrive and get married the same day. So that is a huge perk in that process, and it makes it a lot easier for those legal in-destination weddings.
The only thing I'll add is that if you aren't familiar, you can opt for a legal in-destination wedding or a symbolic wedding where you get married at the courthouse stateside, and then have it be more of a symbolic ceremony, at the actual destination. So I know we talk about it all the time. The other thing I want to mention too is that some of the resorts will fill out that application for you and deliver it to the civil registry that is located in St. John's, and that may be part of your package depending on where you're getting your wedding done.
And when you work with us on planning your destination wedding, we will always walk you through all of those requirements, make sure everything is done and perfect for your special day. Even though Antigua doesn't require a residency period, we do recommend arriving, preferably 2 days in advance. Just gives you a little bit of cushion, say there's any flight delays or say anything comes up. It just allows you to arrive, have some time to breathe, unwind, relax before you get married.
Yes. The next part of Antigua for your destination wedding, why you should consider it, there are hundreds of beaches. How many? Exactly 365. There's one.
Coincidence?
Famously known to have one beach for every day. There's so many beautiful coastline, miles and miles of beautiful coastline, white sand beach. Some of the famous ones that we like, some of our favorite ones are Shirley Heights, which has great dramatic sunset views. Mermaid Gardens, which is more of a fairy tale vibe, just colorful. Carlisle Bay is great for barefoot luxury if you like to get your feet in the sand. Runaway Bay Beach is another one for white sand. That's perfect. Fry's Beach is also a white sand paradise for you to enjoy. And also don't skip out on Barbuda. I can never say that. But this is just a about a 90-minute ferry ride north of Antigua, and they have some beautiful pink sand beach. So if you're there with family and you want to look for something else to do, or just a different stretch of beach and island to explore,
or maybe for your honeymoon,
just north is Barbuda, and that is a beautiful stretch. Some of the highlights there are the Barbuda Belle, which is a luxury eco resort, very exclusive, intimate. Frygate Bird Sanctuary, if you're a nature lover or like to get into things like that, that's an option. And they have great, spectacular caves. Darby Sinkhole Indian Cave, it's ideal for a unique elopement, or you want some off the beaten path. That would be something to look into. Also, just about Antigua, more inland, it's rolling hills. There are small, quaint towns, old UNESCO heritage sites that are there. It doesn't take very long to go explore the whole island. It'd take you about half day with stops, so just to give you an idea, it's not a very big island, plenty to do.
And with Barbuda, you can actually also take a 15-minute flight. So maybe you get motion sickness, you don't like boats, scared of the ocean, whatever it is, the flight is always an option too. So what else does Antigua have to offer? Because your destination wedding ceremony location is a huge part of this, but we also want to make sure that the resort and the destination have the vibe and amenities that you're looking for you and your guests. Plenty of things to do is something we often hear. We want our guests to be able to go explore, have fun on their own, before, after, or as part of the wedding events. So in Antigua, you know, there's plenty of massages, spas, yoga retreats. You can do yacht cruises, rum tasting, local cooking classes, helicopter tours, and you can swim with stingrays, which I have done. It is so much fun and not nearly as terrifying as it sounds.
Yes, plenty to do. I love it. Definitely important when you're considering destination wedding, is there resorts that offer entertainment? And that's kind of what we're getting into now. Where to stay? Where should you stay? There's all-inclusive options. There's boutique options. Some of the ones that we like are Sandals Grand Antigua. It's a couples only, all-inclusive. They were awarded most romantic resort in all of the Caribbean, 7 of the last 10 years. Beautiful spot there. Hammock Cove is more of a villa style. They have private plunge pools, spa. They were awarded Best Boutique in Antigua if you're looking for that style. Coco Bay Resort is a boho chic beach vibe type of resort. We have couples that are looking for that specific style. That resort would be a great option. And then Galley Bay is a luxury adults only escape. So if you're looking for a little bit more of an elevated experience, that would be a great option.
One of the cool things with Antigua too is a lot of these these resorts have wedding packages that bundle everything. Your ceremony setup, your flowers, your officiant, dinner, photography. It really makes the process so smooth and seamless and very easy on the planning side. Now, one thing I do always like to mention when we're talking about the Caribbean and we're dealing with smaller islands is if you have a very large wedding group, say 200 people, it can sometimes make getting space at these resorts a little more difficult because they're not as big. But there is always the option of doing a buyout, which is really cool because it allows you to customize everything. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want at the resort. You get to run the show and have free reign. So when you're booking a block of rooms at resorts, there's going to be more times, venues, options. If you do a buyout, you're going to have, kind of a free canvas to do what you want.
You have a blank canvas, customize it to what you're looking for. It's it's just very easy to get there as well. It's about 45 minutes. No transfer is going to take you longer than 45 minutes. That's important to a lot of our couples, making sure their family doesn't have to travel very far. If you're traveling from the East Coast, it's about 4-hour flight, maybe a little bit closer from Miami. If you're coming from the West or Midwest, you're probably going to have a layover on the East Coast.
And flights are going to be coming in regularly. Miami, JFK, Newark, Atlanta, a lot of the big international U.S. airports are going to have flights coming in very often, which is going to make this very seamless. They also offer things like fast track immigration, lounges, so it makes it for a very nice experience for your guests and allows them to get there very quick.
There are multiple airports in Antigua. There are 2 international airports. One is closed internationally, but it's in the process of opening up. So one main airport is available in Antigua.
You guys know how much we love Mexico, but Antigua really is a phenomenal location for a destination wedding, especially for those smaller, intimate weddings. As far as because of the legal ease of getting married, the diverse venues, the backdrops, the seamless travel, the incredible experiences, Antigua really does have a lot to offer. So if you're thinking about planning a destination wedding, reach out to us, schedule a complimentary consultation. We'd love to get to know you better and what's important to you, help match you to the right destination and the right resort to deliver the vibe and experience that you're looking for, not only just for the wedding, but also for your guests and their vacation.
Hope you have found this helpful and have a great rest of the week. We will talk soon.
Safe travels.